This is Ken, 20+ year Army veteran, Patriot, and Bronze Star recipient, and this is Ken's 2018 F-150. He is the winner of our Military Dream Build sweepstakes. Thank you for your service.
Hey, thank you.
Because we want to show our gratitude, we are going to redo your F-150 here, which is actually in really good shape, but you have some big plans.
Oh, that's correct.
Well, we got a lot of work going on for us here. We're going to unveil this thing in a few weeks at our AmericanTrucks Auto Show in partnership with Driven to Serve.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm definitely excited, more than I can say.
We only have a few weeks to go. So Ken, I'm gonna have to ask you politely, of course, to get the heck out of here. I'll take that from you.
And there you go.
And we'll get to work. All right, Ken, well, as you can see, man, we got a ton of parts getting ready to go on your truck. I hope you're excited. My man Kevin and I are gonna start wrenching on this thing, so let's get it on the lift and get going. Come on.
I need tools. Come on. Oh yeah.
Well, there you go. Old suspension is officially off. It's old, it's crusty, it's time to go. We got some shiny new parts in its place. Ken was pretty prescriptive for us as far as lift. He didn't want to go too high, so we picked something that I thought really balanced quality parts, but with a perfect front end level. The Eibach Stage 2R Pro Lift Kit. Preset for just over 2 inches right out of the box. Stage 2R resied rear shock. So we're gonna get to work putting this on now. Obviously, you can see some other shiny bits over there. We'll get to those next. Kevin's knocking out the suspension, and I'm gonna give him a hand, so let's go.
Yeah, like there it is.
That might be one of the most painful things ever, is to drop a full-on brake rotor on your toe. You wanna find out?
That's how you learn to wear steel toes. Don't look at my feet right now. I'm not wearing them. Don't. I said don't.
It looks pretty. Kevin and I just finished up with the PowerStop brakes. This is their Z36 kit. Kev, as far as like the suspension is concerned, you knocked most of that out yourself.
Yeah, that went in really easy.
This stuff is looking really good. It's gonna stop a hell of a lot better. Up next, we have a nice little part that we got hooked up with AFE. It's for the rear diff. His rear diff fluid service isn't for another few thousand miles, but it's leaking, it looks haggard, so it's time to get in there, replace the fluid and the cover. It's gonna look cooler, but it's gonna suck for one of us. To do it.
Yeah,
you want to
hopefully you.
rock, paper, scissors real quick? 1, 2, 3, shoot. All right, well, it's time to drain a diff. Let's go. Going in. He got it.
See what I get for helping you.
Oh my God.
No.
Slide RTVT across the gasket surface, follow along inside all the bolt holes. So this would be inside.
Whoops. Whoa. Wrong end. All right, guys, so we're about halfway done filling up the new diff here for Ken's F-150. The idea with these diff covers, at least in the case of the AFE here, is add a little bit more fluid, some more capacity, more cooling with the fin design here. Ken was close to his diff service interval, so we just figured it'd be a great idea to swap out the fluid. By the smell of things, it was definitely ripe. So we got that out of there, got some fresh fluid. I'm gonna start filling this thing till it's out of the weep hole, and then time for wheels and tires and see how this thing looks with its new Eibach suspension kit on it, and of course those new wheels and tires. So let's go. All right, guys, big time in the build, wheels and tires. And we selected the Fuel Beast wheel in 18x9 plus 1 millimeter offset in bronze. Now the Fuel Beast wheel, what can we say? It just looks tough, it's pretty burly. Now the tire is a Toyo Open Country All-Terrain. It's a 285/65R18. It works out to be like a 33x11. We're gonna get these guys in place, get the truck off the lift. This is kind of the moment of truth because, you know, we got the lift kit on, we're getting wheels and tires on. We got a long way to go as far as mods are concerned, but this will really set the foundation for us. So Sir, you ready to blow our back out, still lifting these things up? Let's do it. Looking good so far. Give him a shot of that, Gabe. Well, what do you think, brother? She's on the ground.
She looks good. She looks real good.
I think it's got the perfect leveled stance. It's got just maybe a ½ inch of poke, and it doesn't rub at all.
It's perfect.
I think he's gonna really dig it.
Now he's got to redo the whole front end, basically, get rid of that chrome, get rid of these rusty side steps.
Yeah, let's blow out this front end here and bring you guys along with us. Let's go. Now we're really gonna start getting to work on like changing up the entire look of Ken's truck. Hates the chrome bumper, so we're gonna get rid of those for him. You can see down below, we got some nice new Barricade stuff for him. He also wanted some auxiliary lighting on the front of the truck, so we're definitely gonna knock that out as well. And in addition to that, you can see the factory hood really isn't looking great after, you know, I would say 5-7 years of use. So we're gonna get rid of that for him, really make it a lot tougher looking. Let's get to work taking this thing apart. Quiet. Now we've got to get that little peg in there. So we just got the bumper installed and the headlights. This is the Barricade HD, by the way. Give you a little rundown of what we did. We got a full-on light bar in there with the LED fogs. Those are actually wired up to his factory fog light switch. Kevin just threw on the skid plate as well down below. But I really love these headlights, and I think Ken will as well. These are the AlphaRex Nova Series Alpha Black housing, clear lens, full LED. Have the really cool runner lights here that we chose for Amber. Here's where we kind of run into a roadblock. Now, Ken really loved his factory grill. In fact, when we talked about like, hey man, what do you want us to do to this thing? He's like, do everything you want, but I really like that factory color match grill. We're like, cool, no worries, fine, we'll keep it. Well, we didn't see it, and now that we've seen it, it's looking a little rough. We came up with a compromise. I got a factory style grill on the way, not exactly this, but I think you guys will dig it. Plus, this is gonna go bye-bye. We wanna get rid of all that chrome.
We got the
yeah,
new one come
do
out,
it.
so.
Yeah, there it is.
Bye-bye.
We've been waiting to do that. This hood is up next, so we're gonna get rid of this thing right now. We got a Red Rock hood waiting over there for us, pre-painted, ready to go. Let's get this turd off and get working. Moment of truth, there it is, guys. The Red Rock Ram Air hood. We did have it pre-painted in Magma Red, obviously to match a truck, and it looks killer. You actually get functional Ram Air if you had an open air kind of air box going on. Heat extractors here as well, so we can let that Coyote breathe a little bit easier, stay a little bit cooler. So I really dig that. Hold on, gotta do my favorite part. I just love that little startup sequence. I'm kind of a nerd, but I think this whole look really came together. Again, don't mind this. We have our new grill on the way along with a new emblem, but now we're gonna get to the side of the truck and really address a few problem areas there. So let's go. It was red, now it's pink. So these gotta go. Hey, John, these are trash.
A little dirty.
Yeah, throw that one too.
Gotcha. Almost hit the camera. Not good.
The new guys on?
The new boy. The hardest install of the whole damn truck. Here we go. I hope I can handle it.
Woo!
Bang, bang.
I said about to do a function test, not doing a function test.
He's gonna try to shock himself.
What's this happening? See?
Oh.
We got movement. We got movement!
It's just a little bit of a pain, but they're starting. All right, guys, quick check-in down the side of the truck here. We got a couple things going on, a couple small things, one big thing. First and foremost, we had to replace his badges here on the fender. You can see nice and black now, kind of stealthy. This is a big one for me. It's a small one maybe for some of you guys at home, but because his truck is an XLT, it has black plastic mirrors, black plastic door handles. Well, we went ahead and when we painted the hood, we had the door caps match Magma Red along with these door handles. And again, that just gives it a much higher look as far as quality is concerned. But let's get to the big mod down the side here, guys. Kevin just wrapped up installing these beautiful Amp Research PowerSteps. Check these out. I put a similar set on my truck, and honestly, I can't go back because As you can see, they retract, make for a really nice clean look down the side of the truck here. Kevin and I were just kind of commenting, saying the truck almost looks higher now, but regardless, it looks cleaner because the steps he had on it were absolutely haggard. They were rusty, they were disgusting. Really, really awesome. And I think it's a big premium option that Ken always envisioned having on his truck, but he told me he never really wanted to pull the trigger on it because, let's face it, they're not exactly cheap. So we're gonna flip the truck around, get moving on the back of the truck. We got a whole lot of lighting back there as well, in addition to some functionality stuff. So come on. All right, guys, we're ripping along here on Ken's truck. As you can see, we got things flipped around because we're gonna be working primarily on the back of the truck here today. A lot of easy installs, but a lot of parts that Ken really wanted. Keeping the bumper theme going with the Barricade stuff here. We also have a Barricade bed cover, some more lighting from AlphaRex, and some other little trinkets that I think Ken will really dig. So let's get after it. Come on. Yeah. All right, hit me with the turn signal real quick. A little sequential, John, like that. Hit me with the, oh, okay. Brake works. Reverse. Yeah, I think we're good.
It's literally just gonna be me going.
Oh, actually. All right, guys, back end is a wrap. Let's talk about what we did. First and foremost, let me hit the unlock because you can see the AlphaRex Lux Series taillights in the Alpha Black housing doing their thing. Really, really sharp stuff. Again, full upgrade for his basic halogen taillights. You're getting a full 100% LED operation. Also, not to be forgotten up there is the Morimoto X3B third brake light, and probably one of the brightest bed lights I've ever seen in my life. I feel like I'm looking at the sun. But let's go a little bit further into the tailgate. Nice blacked out emblem here from Ford Performance. I love that. You got the black with kind of the gunmetal surround. Right below that, we got the nice F-150 stick-on letters. It's a subtle part, but you know what? It's one of those things that I just wish Ford would have done from the factory. Just gives it a little bit more character. And maybe the biggest part back here, literally, is the Barricade HD off-road rear bumper. Again, that burly steel construction like we saw with the HD front bumper that we installed, but also a lot of functionality as well. I really like the little corner step here. You know, you can kind of put a foot up in there, get some stuff out of the bed. But we didn't stop there. Ready? Wait for it. Literally. Wait for it. And we're still waiting for it. No, that's because we did install the Barricade damper here for the tailgate. You get that nice slow release that a lot of the premium trucks are giving you. Finally, back here, we have another part from Barricade. This is their retractable bed cover, and these are just really, really awesome because I think they're very easy to operate, as you can see, and there's multiple locking positions, so you can have it fully closed, obviously. This is the halfway open, and then finally, your full open position, and they're really easy to operate. Like I said, those trifold covers, they're a little heavy to kind of lug over and flip over secure. This is a piece of cake. You literally just grab your handle, pull. Ken, so there you go, man. The back of the truck is looking completely different, way more aggressive in my opinion, and definitely more functional as well.
Wow.
Make the truck happy. That's the key.
Now we're gonna move inside where Ken had a lot of requests. In fact, I would say this is probably the biggest area he wanted us to focus on. One of his big asks was to replace or at least recover his tired seats. This thing's got almost 100,000 miles on it. They're worn, the bolsters are blown out, so we're definitely gonna tackle that. He also really wanted a set of seat heaters as well, so we're gonna throw something aftermarket in there for him. We live in the Northeast, I get it, brother. We'll make sure you're nice and toasty. And then finally, we're gonna add something that he really wanted. He had a base 4-inch screen in this thing. It was terrible. So we're gonna actually install the Linkswell T-Style 12.1-inch touchscreen. I'm a really big fan of this thing for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, it's gonna add cool things like wireless CarPlay, some of the modern features that his truck frankly does not have. I really love the actual hard buttons for the climate control. A lot of these aftermarket units put everything on a touchscreen. This thing should be very easy to operate. Start working, man. We're gonna get this installed. Kev's gonna work on the seat covers, and yeah, we're gonna turn this inside out. Let's go.
And in through the back door there. Kevin got the seat heaters installed yesterday, which was a huge pain in the you-know-what. So now we just figured out some wiring. We're gonna mount the seat heater switches nicely in his new center console, which is pretty exciting, I'm gonna be honest, because these center console swaps make a world of difference on these trucks. So let's drill some holes.
We're just enjoying the fruits of our labor over here. This was a little bit of a bear to get all of this in place, but let's run down what we did. Last time we caught up with you guys, we were talking about the Linkswell 12.1 inch T-style screen. It's in, it's working, it's great. It's got Wi-Fi, CarPlay, navigation, you name it, it does it all. Huge upgrade over the crappy 4-inch screen that Ken had. Another big upgrade is this center console. The moment I saw he had that little bomber seat or jumper seat, we knew this was gonna be a must-have addition for his truck. Not only does it just look much cooler, add a lot more functionality, but Kevin, tell him about one of your favorite installs ever.
We got our nice Red Rock safe in here, so he's ready to keep whatever he wants, but he's nice and secure.
And that thing ain't going anywhere.
Nope, that's bolted down.
It's
nice.
a pretty secure install. We also installed some seat heaters, another big ask on Ken's wish list. These are the Stinger seat heaters, both driver and passenger side up front. Kevin did a great job wiring everything in. They get real hot too, which is nice. We got our buttons kind of mounted nice and stealth-like down here in this cubby. Topped everything off with these custom interiors, leather style seat covers, black and gray. They kind of go really well with his interior. So we really freshened everything up. And you know, the favorite little cherry on top, the Proven Ground floor liners here, which will really kind of give him some new life to his old liners that were also trash. So huge upgrade here everywhere. I think Ken's gonna be thrilled. Again, the interior stuff was one of his big asks, and I think we nailed it. Nice job, buddy.
Good job. Yeah.
All right, guys, coming down the home stretch here. Kevin just finished up under the hood, but before we get into that, I do want to point out we have our new grill installed. Just showed up. We popped it in, and I think it looks awesome. For those that don't know, this is the factory STX grill. I just think it's the best looking factory grill for this year range. Obviously color matched in Magma Red, and we topped it off with the matching blacked out emblem from Ford Performance. Same one we installed in the back just for a very consistent look. But now let's dive into the engine bay, talk a little bit more about what we got going on here. Starting with the AFE Momentum GT intake. Now that diff cover AFE sent us was kind of the appetizer, if you will. Well, here we are with the main course. This is a killer intake. Fits great. Sealed enclosure, by the way, which I love because they keep all that hot engine bay air out of the system and keep that performance up. Moving on to the engine bay stuff, we also have the J&L passenger side oil separator. Ken, that was a big ask for you, buddy. We delivered there. And lastly, just took care of some maintenance. We threw a fresh set of plugs in there. His factory plugs look like they were never changed. They were pretty filthy. So a new set of Iridium plugs for you, buddy. Keep this thing running tip top for another 100K. Not quite done on the performance front, guys. We have one more modification to show you inside, so let's do that now. All right, guys, so here it is, our last mod. As far as performance is concerned, now we showed you under the hood. We kept things pretty basic. Let's face it, Ken's truck's got about 100,000 miles on it. Not really making a whole lot of sense to throw a big blower on it at this point in the game. So we figured adding a tune would be a nice little way to add a little bit more power, maybe firm up his shifts a little bit, add a little bit more throttle response, and turn off that pesky auto start, auto stop. So enter the Livewire TS Plus from SCT, a great little device. I thought this would be a great choice for Ken because we can keep it permanently displayed in his interior, give him some stuff to look at, play around with some stuff. Let's face it, us car guys, we like gadgets, we like messing with stuff, and this is a great example of that. We already tuned his truck, so we just did an 87 octane calibration, but the nice thing about this device is if he wants to start putting 93 octane in it, get a little bit more power out of the truck, it's easy to do. Simply just reprogram it in 5 minutes. He's making a little bit more power. Kind of way to round up our performance mods here for his 2018 F-150. Guys, we literally have like maybe a handful couple of visual things we still have yet to do before we get this thing to our show, and then it is done. So let's get those buttoned up because we are just days away from the big reveal. Let's go. All right, and with that, our Red Rock 50 caliber billet antenna installed. I would say this thing is officially wrapped. Smitty just finished up installing this custom graphic for Ken and his truck. Now we wanted to do something that honored Ken's achievement, but we didn't want to do it in a way that was over the top or gaudy. And I think the combination of the matte gunmetal with the bronze to kind of pull in the wheels a little bit is a subtle nod to his awesome award and his bravery, and really just makes his truck very unique. So with that, we're just gonna get this thing detailed and then up to Maple Grove for the big reveal. And I cannot wait to pull the cover off this thing for Ken and see what he thinks.
I feel extremely excited to see what you guys have done with my truck. Just words can't describe on how excited I am. All emotion and stuff I have inside. Can't wait to see it.
How we doing out there? I hope everybody's having a great time at the Turn 5 Driven to Serve Auto Show. I'd like to introduce Ken Bloom. Ken is a 20-year Army veteran and Bronze Star recipient. So everybody put your hands together real quick for Ken. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. So we wanted to do something to give back to Ken. And, you know, again, we had this military dream build giveaway going on. So at first we're like, Ken, what do you want? And you said, oh gosh, I don't know, maybe some seat covers, an oil separator, and maybe get rid of some of the chrome. That's like, well, we're gonna do a lot more than that. We appreciate you, sir, and your service. Again, Bronze Star recipient, rescuing your comrades in their disabled vehicles in the minefields of Iraq, correct? And the bravery is unmatched here. And you know, Ken is just one of many stories of our veterans returning home that deserve to be celebrated. So Ken, you ready to see this thing or what, sir?
Definitely.
So we'll count down from 3, and we're just gonna try to pull it off as gracefully as possible. So come on, make some noise. You ready to see this thing or what? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. Ken, the moment just came and went. The truck is revealed. How you feeling?
Still excited, man. I mean, you guys hit it out of the park. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, just everything you guys.
Lost for words is
Right,
great.
yeah.
We'll take that. You had to pick a favorite part so far. What do you think?
It's hard, but probably the hood. Definitely the hood.
Look at that.
So far. Can't wait to drive it.
Well, he keeps looking at it. That's the side. Well, again, we couldn't have gone to a better guy. Thank you again for
Hey,
your
thank you.
20 plus years of service.
thank
sir.
you.
Bronze Star recipient. Shake
Yeah,
this man, man. He's got a lot of blood. Thank you.
Definitely.
Awesome. And guys, that's going to wrap us up from Maple Grove. We hope you enjoyed the build. I know we did. And remember, for all things truck, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.